To another budget freedom video in my budgeting series. My name is Jessica, and I'm here to help you redefine your budget, improve your budget, or start a budget if that's what you're doing. I have over 15 years experience in bookkeeping and accounting and budgeting. I have been living debt-free for 8 years. So I would like to share that information with you, empower you, encourage you to redesign your budget to the budget that you want and to live the life the way you want to live it, and not just by paying off debt, living paycheck to paycheck anymore. So I hope that this resonates with you. If it does, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you get notifications of upcoming videos. And you can also follow me on Instagram or Facebook. I post there daily, so you can get a lot of helpful tips there and just be involved in the community and see what other people are saying and what other people are doing, and get your journey started, guys. We're all on this journey together. And like I always say, a budget is never done. It's a work in progress. You're going to have good months and bad months. You're going to mess up. You're going to have awesome months where you just nail it and save a lot of money or pay off a lot of debt, whatever your goal is. So don't give up. Just keep going and know that we're all in this together. I'm here to support you, and I really want to help you move forward on your journey. Okay. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some more pages in my workbook. My workbook, again, is available on my website. You can see all the links in the bio below. It's available for download immediately. And I spent a year writing this book, and I put it together for the average person. I wanted anybody to be able to pick up this book and have all the information at their fingertips so that you could download the book and start budgeting just like that, even if you know absolutely nothing about budgeting. I have how-to sheets in it so that you can see how to start entering it if you're not sure, as far as terminology and setup. There's a lot of extra informational sheets in there. There's my strategy, my method, the freedom number, which I like to talk about a lot. Your freedom number is the amount of money that you should aim to make every month so that you can accomplish all your goals. And then obviously there's the monthly sheets that you'll use every month to do your budgeting and accomplish your budgeting goals. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm just going to adjust the camera down so that you can see what I'm looking at. Give me 1 second here. Okay. I think that is good. All right. I hope you can see it okay. If you can read it here, you can print out my workbook just like I have and put it in any binder that you like. In the future, I do want to offer you a spiral version of the book. I don't know if that sounded right. But that is down the line. So as soon as that is ready, I will let you guys know and you can pre-order them. For now, though, it is available on the website. And the good thing is once you download it, you can reuse it every year, which is awesome. Okay, so this page here in my workbook is called The Bills to be Paid Once a Year. What this page is for is it's for all those pesky bills that you have to pay every year, but that you might forget about because they're not in your monthly budget. And then they pop up at the worst time. They always do. And they put a strain on your cash flow. So for example, here where I live, we have to pay what's called a dog tax. So every year we have to pay for having our dogs, should I say. We're getting a third puppy this Saturday, guys. So that's going to go up. But this is obviously based on last year. So it'll only go up next year for me. We have our house tax. We have our car tax, our house insurance. Our yearly TV fee, so we pay the TV fee once a year. Car insurance, I also pay once a year. I'm lucky enough here to be able to pay it once a year, not once a month like in America. So sorry guys for you there, but or if you're making enough money to pay your car insurance once a month, why not? Once a year, sorry. We have MOT, which is just like an inspection for your car, and we have a Vinetka, which is a license to drive your car on the road. These are my yearly bills. I realize other people might have a lot more. That's why there are a lot of lines there. You just need to fill them in. So these top three are always due in March. My house insurance is due in May. My yearly TV fee is June. My car insurance is October. And then in December, I have these other two bills. And I do like to sort it by month here because it makes it easier for you to understand what you're in for in those specific months. And also just to keep track of when to pay them. So I go ahead and I just go down the line here and tick them off when I'm done paying them, and then I know, okay, this is the next one that I'm on. All right, so you'll write the month that the item is due, you'll write what the item is, you'll write how much you need to pay for it, and then you'll add it up at the yearly total down here at the bottom. Okay, so when I add up all these amounts, it adds up to $1,495.83. All right, that's how much I need for the year to pay all these bills that are only due once a year that I forget about. Now, that's a good chunk of change. You know, if you're not expecting to pay 1,495 euros or dollars or whatever it is out, that can really hit you quite hard. And you probably have to put it on a credit card or use your overdraft or pay it off, and it can put a strain. So I love this tracker because I'm like everybody else, even though I'm a budgeting geek, I do forget things all the time. And when I have it laid out like this, it just makes it so much easier. So I know how much I need to pay in the year. I know when everything is due, and I know how much each item is going to cost me. Now, this is what I call the really awesome part, budget geeking out, definitely. Okay, so then I can take my total amount that I'm going to have to pay for the year, and I can divide it by my 12 months and get my monthly savings amount. What that means is every month in my budget, I am going to add a line for bills to be paid once a year, and I am going to input this amount there. Because if I save this amount every single month, it's a small chunk every month that I have to save. But when the bills become due, I've already got the money in a savings account, and I'm not stressed. My cash flow is not disinterrupted. My budget is not turned upside down. I'm stress-free. I can pay the bill as soon as it comes out, which I do. I get super excited when the bill comes out. I'm like, oh, I have the money. I'm going to pay it. I jump online or write out the check, whatever it is, and get it paid immediately. And it makes me so happy to know that that stress is off my head, to know that I saved the money, that it's not something I have to pay off, that I thought ahead. And I know that you guys will feel great too if you do it. So I really, really recommend doing this and using it. Because it will really lighten the load of budgeting and lighten the load of cash flow issues in those months when you have your yearly bills that are due. And what else should be put here? Again, just anything that's you need to pay once a year. If it's taxes or insurances or fees or any, I can't think of anything else right now, but these are the main ones. If there's anything else like that that needs to go on this list, go ahead and write it out. Okay, guys? All right. Kind of following in succession of the bills to be paid once a year is my yearly bills tracker that I have here. And I do give you a couple of sheets of this because you might need more than one sheet to do it. All right, what is this for? This is to track your bills throughout the year. So it's all great having your monthly budget, which I'll show you here. You have your monthly budget, you write out all your expenses for the month, you budget, and it's done for the month, right? And then you forget about it. And you might be wondering in 2 months, how much did I pay for electricity a month ago? How much did I pay for water 2 months ago? Why is my budget getting thrown out all the time? Because these kind of things are normally variables. They change every month. They're not a guaranteed amount every single month. And instead of having to go and flip back through all your months of budgeting, get all those amounts out, put them together, and then figure it out, you can just have one nice clear tracker like this where you write it down every month or every 2 weeks whenever you pay it. And you can at any point come to one sheet and easily be able to see, okay, this is how I'm paying how much I'm paying on month, averagely on month, by month on average. I can't speak now. And you can then adjust your budget. If you're over budgeting for a bill, maybe you can go, you know what, I'm budgeting $300, but I'm paying $250 on average. You can take that extra $50 and safely put it in another category, save it, or use it for something else. If you're under budgeting, same principle. You can go, all right, this is throwing me out every month. The last 3 months, I've been budgeting $200 for this, but it's costing me $240. And you can adjust your budget so that you get a more precise, more clear budget that is going to serve you better in the long run and take that stress out of your cash flow being thrown out all the time. So I'll go through and give you a few examples here. The other thing that this will really help you with is, obviously in the first year, you're going to have to go on a month-by-month basis, but after a year or two, well, really only 1 year of having this data, when you do your next year's budget, you're going to be able to much more confidently do a budget based on the seasons. Like electricity, obviously a lot of people's electricity goes up in either the winter or the summer, depending on what climate you live in. So if you live in a very hot climate, your summer months are probably going to cost you more than the winter. But if you live in a very cold climate, your winter months are going to cost you more than the summer. Like here, my winter electricity is 4 times the amount of the summer electricity. So it's a huge difference. And because I know that now, I am able to budget for my summer months differently than my winter months. But if you're not aware of it and you're going through that crunch every time and you're struggling and you're wondering why it's so much harder to cover the bills in certain months, a tracker like this will really help you to identify those kind of problems and be able to tell you, all right, you know what, I'm coming up on those 3 or 4 months where that's going to be really high. You'll budget accordingly, and then you'll know after that it'll drop back down and you'll be able to readjust and accomplish some of your other bills, some of your other goals, sorry. So some things that I put here are like electricity, phone, water, food, gas, vitamins, internet, school. I order meats and other food items online, organic items, olive oil I order online, pasta. I have the cost of my dogs, lotto. I budget lotto, guys. My yearly bills savings, like I was telling you before in the previous tracker, those bills that I have to save for every year. Now that amount stays steady, but I still like to have it here. Medical insurance, life insurances, and you can just, the list goes on and on. Basically, whatever it is that you want to track, you can go ahead and write down here and keep track of. So you can see here in January, I paid $397.45 for my electricity. In February, I paid $327.44 for my electricity. In March, it went down to $261.07. So you see, this is what I was talking about here. We live in the cold. These winter months, the electricity is really high. You'll see as we go on throughout the year. Here in May and June, my electricity is going to drop down to $70 a month. So it's a huge difference. But see, I know that now because I've been keeping track of it for so long. But if I was new to this tracker would be able to show that to me really nice and easy. And I would be able to then, like I say, budget accordingly and know what months are going to hit me harder for what bills. My phone bill doesn't change that much, $12.98, $12.98, $17.36. So that's kind of a manageable amount there. All right. The water was 64 and then 46. So also that's quite a big difference, but it was manageable again. My food is really important. So I had 1,100, 1,050, then 1,000. So my goal is always to get it around 1,000. So like this, I'm able to see every month how close I am to my goal and see if I'm spending more or less and how to adjust it. Gas again, well, because of the whole pandemic situation, went down to $10 in March, but usually it's 50. Again, my vitamins, I'm able to see, I order bulk my vitamins, so I'm able to see what months I order them in, again, to be able to plan. Same with my meat. The internet is steady, which is good. My kids' school fees are steady. This website that I order organic stuff from, like shampoos and conditioners and soaps and toothpaste and deodorants and all that kind of stuff, I like to keep track of this because, again, it's one of those really varying amounts. I mean, we went from 201.69 to 84.41 to 75.58 to 145.30. So you see it jumps all over the place. So that one I'm interested in keeping an eye on because I want to see on average how much I spend every month there and, adjust that accordingly. And so on. So this tracker is also really, really cool and a helpful tool in your budgeting toolbox because, again, it gives you a bird's eye view of your budget and helps you to make those important decisions that you need to make. Go ahead and bring this back up so you can see my face before I say bye. All right, guys, so thank you for tuning in. I hope this was a value to you. Again, all of these worksheets are in my workbook that's available on my website. You can recreate it yourself if you want, but I just think it's nice and easy to have a prepared worksheet that's there for you and ready to go step by step. All right, if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notifications, and please leave us comments. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time, and good luck budgeting to freedom, as we all are.